hopefully one day they thought Caitlin could possibly work a job. That's not practical. She's profoundly mentally handicapped and has basically thorough needs, constant attention, vigilance, and she's not able to function at a very high level at all. She doesn't speak. So we sent her to LARC and got to know the teachers and the program director and so forth, and completely, felt peace of mind and trust, and she's very happy. We see how the other individuals are treated, and everybody's treated with dignity and respect, and that's the way it should be, but that's not always the case. So, it's important to us that she's treated like a human being.
I'm Roger Bradley, and I'm the executive director of LARC. Well, LARC is a creation of this community to meet the needs at the time it was created. So you have to kind of go back to the era in 1954 in the United States. A lot of the people who had developmental disabilities were institutionalized. They were basically segregated. In 1954, there were 6 families here in Fort Myers, and those people didn't want to send their kids to institutions. They wanted them to live here in the community. So they got together with the superintendent of schools here, Ray Tipton at the time, and after some discussion, they decided that each camp would do their part to try to bring some special education services where there were no entitlements. And if they would provide a space, that the superintendent would provide a teacher. And that's basically how the whole thing started back in 1954. Why is LARC important to this community? The community has these folks with developmental disabilities, and they prefer to be engaged. They're motivated. They want to succeed. They see people all around them that are reaping the rewards of an included community, and they want pretty much what you and I want out of life. Here at LARC, we have been on the forefront of a number of initiatives. Not only were we were the 5th association in the state of Florida to form a school in the early 50s. Here in Lee County, we offer programs at LARC that provide stimulation and care for very, very severely disabled, multiply handicapped folks. We also provide a next level up with requires less supervision, and that's our packaging and assembly area where work is performed and people are paid for the work that they're done. In the last year alone, we've had 37 different businessmen provide some assembly and packaging work here for people to engage in on a daily basis. We also have a wood shop that we create pallets for shipping materials, grade stakes, survey stakes. We customize quite a bit actually of wood shop products. At the next level, LARC is moving people out of the workshop or out of the school system when they age out of those services into employment in the community at private sector jobs, sometimes public sector jobs. We provide that. It's called supported employment. We believe strongly that people needed to be out in the community, and we were able to get some state change grants where the federal government is urging the states to do a particular activity. At the time, they were urging states to get behind the employment initiatives and also the moving people even out of group homes into apartment living, a less restrictive environment. Here in Southwest Florida, we were able to get this funding to initiate what is called today in Florida supported living. There were places called rehabilitation facilities that would allow up to 55 to 60 people to live in an apartment complex. People could get lost in that setting, so to speak. So we closed one here in Fort Myers called Eastside Villas, and we took all of the people there, and in a matter of, I think it was something like 8 weeks, we took that facility over, we moved people into their own apartments and started the program of supervision in the community beyond 24-hour supervision, along with the people doing the same thing in Sarasota and the same thing down in Naples. So we basically initiated what's called supported living in Southwest Florida for the entire state. What we do here really is we move people up and out to the level at which their capabilities allow them, and at each level it costs less and less to support them. So we're an efficient and effective organization with a long history of being on the cutting edge. For every one of these folks who's not institutionalized, we're saving taxpayers enormous amounts of money. It costs $130,000 a year to support someone in Florida's state institutions, of which there are 2 left. So it costs us to provide same level of disability, around-the-clock supervision that you'd have in an institution, but in the community where people are free to participate, come here, etc., would cost us probably in the neighborhood of $48,000. For everyone in this community who has helped us over the years, for 62 years, I'm grateful. The people we serve are grateful, and the people who are coming after them are grateful that you, the community, have been able to provide them with what they need to live an enjoyable, productive life. And for that, I'm personally grateful to this community. I can't think of a better place to live. So, thank you.